Combining like terms. We're going to talk about simplifying some algebraic expressions and taking some of the terms that they have that are the same, really, that have the same variables, and then combining them so we can simplify our expressions. As an example, real quick, I pulled up something that's kind of timely. We have 2 Darth Vaders plus 3 Darth Vaders here. And so the 2 right next to the Darth Vader could be like if that were an X or a Y. We could basically be saying here that we have our 2 Darth Vaders off on the side right over here. And we're going to add those right over here. I'll get my addition sign. We're going to add those to our 3 on this side over here. 1, 2, and 3. And so when we do it this way, visually, we get a pretty good picture of it. And we add all these together, 1, 2, and 3. We get a total of 5 total Darth Vaders. Duplicate this right here. And like I said at the beginning, this 2 in front of it right here just means we're basically multiplying the 2 by whatever term that we have. In this case, it's Darth Vader. It's not really a term, but it's a character. And then our 3 is doing the same thing right over here, and we're combining them. They're like terms. They're both Darth Vaders, so we can actually combine those two things and simplify our expression that way. Now, if we applied this algebraically, I'll draw a line here to show you, but let's say we did this with x's instead, and so we have our 2x plus, now let's do 5x right there. Well, the x's are going to be just the same as, we're going to use them the same as we did with the Darth Vaders. They're similar terms, they're like terms right there. We can take the x's and we can actually combine. We have 2 of them on the left side, 5 on the right. When we add them together, we end up with 7x. And again, we can add those together because they're like terms. They both have the same variable and we can combine those. Okay, well, let's try something different here. We have our Darth Vaders, which you might notice at the bottom. We also have Luke Skywalker. So let's move Luke in here. Let's add to our expression here. So let's add on this side, let's add, what do we say, 2 Luke Skywalkers over here. And then just for the fun of it, let's duplicate Luke. Let's get him out over here. And let's get 2 Lukes over here also. So I made a longer expression now. It's not just the Darth Vaders. And you can also notice I have different terms or different characters in this sense right over here. Darth Vader's, Luke Skywalker. This would be like, and we'll do some examples if I had an X and a Y. So how can I combine these? Well, I can't add all these numbers together. I can't say what's 2, 2, 3, and 2. They're different characters in this sense. They're different terms. We can't combine all of these. We can only combine the ones that are similar. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to say, well, let's start with the Luke Skywalkers. I've got 2 here and 2 there. Well, that should give me a total of 4 Luke Skywalkers that I have in my expression. So I'm simplifying it this way. Next, I look at the Darth Vaders. I've got 2 here, 3 there. So that should give me 5 Darth Vaders right there. And as I bring them down, now my expression is simplified. I still can't combine the Luke Skywalker and the Darth Vaders, but I can simplify the expression, make it a little bit smaller, and that's what we're looking at when we're combining these like terms. So Luke's a little bit outnumbered here in this expression. So let's try it with an algebraic expression here with x and y. We have 4x plus 3y plus 2x. You guys might be kind of working ahead of me here. Make sure you write this down. But we can solve here by looking at our like terms. We can't combine all of this, but if I look at this closely, I've got a 4x here and a 2x right there. Well, I can add the 4x and the 2x because they both have that x variable. So that should give me a 6x plus the 3y, and that's just going to stay as it is in the original expression because we don't have anything to combine it with, either add it or subtract it. So that's just going to stay, and that's our simplified expression there. Try this one now. I'll read it and then I'm going to pause it and see if you guys can solve it ahead of me. It's 3x plus 4y plus 10 minus 2y plus x. Remember to look at the like terms. I'll kind of get you some hints here, but you have the 3x there. Looks like there's another x on the outside over here. And then your y's right there might be ones you can combine. I'm going to pause it. You guys work ahead and see if you can simplify this down. Go ahead. Okay, so when you combine the 3x and the x on the side, this can be a little bit confusing, but that really means you just have one x. There's just one there. So we have our 3x and our 1x. That should give us 4x right there. And then we're going to look at our signs. We can continue to add after that. I've got a 4y, but I got a minus 2y over here. So when I have 4y and I'm going to subtract 2y, that means I'll be taking 2 away. So I'll be ending up with a 2y over here. And then when I add, I've just got this 10 by itself right there. Nothing to combine it with, add it to, subtract it from, so it's just going to be a 10 by itself. And you'll see right here that I've combined all of the like terms, all the terms that are different, again, are still in the expression, but we have simplified it. Try this next one, a little bit longer. This one right here has some exponents in it, so kind of increasing the difficulty, but see if you guys can hang with this one. 3x squared plus 2x minus 4y plus 2x squared. Remember, you're looking at the ones that are the same right over here, your like terms. So look at your with the x squared. Those will be ones you're going to focus in on real quick. I'm going to hit pause. You guys go ahead and solve it. So when we solve this, we have 3x squared right there and 2x squared. Well, we're just going to combine them. We'll just add them together. That should give us 5x squared. We're going to add, and it'll be pretty straightforward after that. There's my 2x, but I don't have any other x terms right there, so I'm just going to say 2x. And then I'm going to subtract the 4y. It's just going to stay as it is because there's nothing right there again to combine, add, or subtract that 4y from. Okay? One more. I've got this one here, includes possibly some multiplication right over here. Distributive property with the 3 on the outside, so a bit more challenging. I'm going to go ahead and hit pause and see if you guys can solve this ahead of me, but give it your best shot. Remember to distribute that 3 and see if you can simplify this expression. Go for it. Okay, when you distribute the 3, what you get right over here is first we're going to take it to this 2y squared, and then we'll distribute to the 2 by itself. So 3 times the 2y squared should get us I'll write this in red, a 6y squared. It came out yellow, just kidding. And then minus, when you get 3 times 2 on the outside, well, that should get me 6. So we'll do that one right there in red. And then on the outside, we've got plus 3y squared. Okay, well, am I done? Not really. When I look at this, I've got like terms still. I've got a 6y squared and a 3y squared. I can still simplify this. The sign is addition, so I can add the 6y squared and the 3y squared. I can end up with 9y squared. And then right here, I just have the minus 6. There's nothing to combine that with right there. So all the way simplified, I should get 9y squared minus 6.